The ocean has no king, it has five. But among them there is one, just one, that made all of humanity rewrite its relationship with the sea. An animal so ancient, so precise, and so absolutely perfect that scientists still debate whether it is a predator or a force of nature with teeth. You're going to find out which one it is, but not yet. Because to understand why this shark sits at the top of everything, you first need to meet the four below it and discover why that was no easy feat. Each of the five animals you are about to encounter carries a survival architecture built over 350 million years. Long before the first trees, long before the dinosaurs, long before anything you would recognize as familiar life. We begin at fifth place, with the shark that proves the shape of a head can change the fate of an entire ocean. But stay until the end, because first place will change the way you look at the sea forever. From the shallow tropical seas of the Indo-Pacific to the temperate depths of the Atlantic, from the muddy estuaries of the African coast to open ocean currents more than 1,000 kilometers from any continent, these five animals inhabit almost the entirety of the world's oceans. The hammer-shaped head is not an evolutionary accident. It is a sophisticated engineering solution that took tens of millions of years to refine, and the scalloped hammerhead shark, Sphyrna lewini, represents the pinnacle of that architecture. The flattened, laterally extended cephalic structure, known as the cephalofoil, distributes the ampullae of Lorenzini across an exponentially larger surface area than any other shark, creating an electromagnetic scanner capable of detecting prey buried in sediment at distances of up to 1.5 meters. The eyes positioned at the extremities of the cephalofoil give the scalloped hammerhead binocular vision both above and below the body, virtually eliminating the blind spots that affect all other vertical predators. But what most unsettled marine researchers was recorded in behavioral studies off the Galapagos Islands and in the Gulf of California. The scalloped hammerhead forms schools. Not chance aggregations, hierarchical schools of up to 500 individuals with social positions determined by body size that dissolve at dusk and reconstitute at dawn at the same geographical point with a precision of less than 100 meters. This animal, which conventional wisdom long classified as solitary and impulsive, organizes communities. Remarkable. But we are still at fifth place. Fourth place belongs to a shark that learnt to vanish in the open ocean and follow prey for days on end without stopping. Stay with us. More than 30 meters below the surface, far beyond any reef, the blue becomes infinite in every direction. It is in this featureless column of water, known as the pelagic zone, that the oceanic whitetip shark, Carcharhinus longimanus, reigns with a persistence that has terrified generations of shipwreck survivors. Distinguished by the rounded, whitish tips of its fins, visible from a great distance in the clear, open ocean water, this shark evolved a behavior that ethologists call prolonged pursuit. Unlike predators that attack in explosive bursts, the oceanic whitetip follows prey for hours, sometimes days, keeping its distance, circling, waiting for the moment of exhaustion. It was this behavior that made it the central protagonist of the USS Indianapolis disaster in July of 1945, when hundreds of American sailors remained in the water for 4 days. Populations of this species have collapsed by between 80 and 90% over the past 4 decades, according to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, due to deep-sea fishing and demand for fins. The ocean has lost one of its great sentinels of open water, and yet this is only 4th place, because 3rd place belongs to the only shark on the planet that does not even need the ocean to find you. Keep watching. The estuary smells of Earth. The water is dark, warm, mixed with salt and mud, and it is precisely here that the bull shark, Carcharhinus lucus, finds its absolute advantage over every other oceanic predator on the planet. The bull shark's osmoregulatory capacity is unique among large sharks. Its kidneys adjust the concentration of urea and trimethylamine oxide in the blood in response to the salinity of the surrounding water, allowing the animal to move freely between the open ocean, coastal seas, river deltas, and completely fresh water. Bull sharks have been documented more than 4,000 kilometers upriver in the Amazon River system. They have been recorded in Lake Nicaragua, 250 kilometers from the sea. Water temperature, dissolved oxygen levels, depth. None of it imposes a boundary on this animal. Telemetry studies conducted in Florida and Australia revealed that pregnant females choose specific estuaries as birthing zones because the absence of other large predators in those waters guarantees greater survival for newborns. This species has mapped the vulnerability of the coastal ecosystem with a precision that would take any biologist decades to replicate. 3rd place, and we are already talking about a shark that could turn up in the river nearest your town. But 2nd place is occupied by an animal that transformed the very concept of feeding into something no scientist ever expected to find. Do not go anywhere. The tiger shark, Galeocerdo cuvier, does not choose, it consumes. With serrated ridge teeth, unique among large sharks for the lateral curvature that allows them to cut through shells and bones with equal efficiency, the tiger shark has developed a feeding strategy that marine biologists call extreme generalism. Stomachs opened by researchers over recent decades have revealed rubber tires, surfboards, seabird feathers, sea turtles, dolphins, horse carcasses thrown overboard, and smaller shark species. No other large ocean predator displays this capacity for total dietary substitution, which makes the tiger shark ecologically indispensable as a regulator of organic waste and floating biomass. Studies conducted across the Hawaiian archipelago documented that the presence of tiger sharks in seagrass meadows forces dugongs and sea turtles to move constantly, preventing overgrazing and preserving the structural integrity of the seafloor vegetation. It is the predator that, by frightening, tends the garden, and still it takes second place, because first place belongs to the shark that all of humanity knows by name, that has inhabited every nightmare, every screen, every imagined sea. You already know who it is, but you do not yet know the truth about it, and that truth changes everything. No animal in the history of the earth has been more studied, more feared and more misunderstood than the great white shark, Carcharodon carcharias. With lengths reaching 6 meters in adult females and a body mass that can exceed 2,200 kilograms, it represents the apex of a lineage that survived 5 mass extinction events without needing to alter its basic formula. What makes the great white extraordinary is not its teeth, which are replaced in cycles of 8 to 15 days throughout its entire life, but rather the sensory system composed of microscopic pores called ampullae of Lorenzini, distributed across the snout, capable of detecting electric fields of up to 1/1000th of a volt. This animal does not hunt by sight. It reads the electricity of your body before you even realize it is there. In waters such as those off the Farallon Islands in California and Dyer Island in South Africa, researchers have documented behaviors that challenge decades of assumptions. The great white learns, memorizes patrol routes, and adapts its hunting strategy to the seasonal distribution of fur seal colonies. There is something very close to tactical intelligence in this animal. And it is here, in this creature that crossed 350 million years, without asking permission from any geological era, that the ocean reveals its deepest truth. Perfection does not evolve because it has no need to. The most feared shark on the planet is not the largest, nor the fastest, nor the most unpredictable. It is the only one that made humanity realize the sea was never ours and never will be.